Hi guys, welcome to AndroGuider. So in this video, we will be checking out Dirty Unicorns 11.5. So this ROM is based on the latest maintenance release of Nougat, which is Android 7.1.2. The ROM also includes the June 5, 2017 security patch. This is an unofficial build of the ROM for the Redmi Note 3, and the build date of the ROM is 12th of June. Okay. So most of the customizations which the ROM has to offer are present under the dirty tweaks menu. So first up we have the device extra settings, which is nothing but ambient display. So using this master switch you can either enable or disable ambient display, and then you can configure when ambient display should kick in, either when you pick up your device or when you do a hand wave over the proximity sensor, or when you pull out your device from your pocket. Then we have got expanded desktop. Under miscellaneous tweaks you can choose when should the ringtones play. So if you receive if you are getting an incoming call, then when should your how should your ringtone play? Should it play from both the headsets as well as the speakerphone, or only the headsets are connected? So you can tweak that as per your need. Then you can also launch a music app when you are connected either to a wired headset or a Bluetooth headset, or you can enable both of them. Simply that's up to you. Um, then we have got a flashlight notification, toast icon, scrolling cache, uh, media scanner behavior on boot. Then we can also configure the screenshot type. Either you can take full screen screenshots or partial screenshots. Okay. And then you can also configure the screenshot delay. That's up to you. Then we have got the power menu tweaks. You can enable or disable a bunch of items from the power menu. uh, then you can also tweak when should the advanced reboot menu be shown. Should it be shown on the lock screen, or should it be hidden, or should it always be shown? Okay. So yeah, when you enable all the options in the power menu, this is how the power menu looks like. And when you slide, you will be also having this emergency information, which I'll be covering up later on. Then you can also tweak the power menu animation. I have currently selected the bottom one. The AOSP animation is the default one. This is the default power menu animation, and just very quickly I will show you guys the top one as well. So if you enable the top animation, the power menu will slide in from the top edge of the screen, and then in the end you can configure the dim background amount of the power menu. And also, if you want to disable the power menu on the lock screen, you can simply disable this option. Then we have got the lock screen items. You can enable or disable a bunch of items on the lock screen. Clock, date, alarm, bottom lock screen shortcuts. And then if you want to the clock to be shown, if you want the clock to be shown in the status bar on the lock screen, then you can enable this option. Then we have got media cover art, charging info. You can enable or disable all that stuff. And then in the end we have got long press the power key to launch the torch. Status bar settings, we have got you can tweak the battery icon. This is the portrait one. Then this is the landscape one. This is the circle one. This is the solid icon. And then if you just want the text to be shown, you can choose that. Then you can configure when should the battery percentage be shown. Should it be hidden inside the icon or next to the icon? Status bar battery percentage text, if you want that to be shown, you can enable that. If you want the battery percentage text to be shown alongside the battery icon when your device is charging, enable this option. Then if you want to enable a charging symbol, then you can do that. And then you can also configure the the icon of the quick of the battery icon in the quick settings panel. And just note another thing in here. When you have enabled this charging symbol near percentage text, then you won't be able to see the charging animation. Okay, I will just quickly go back to the portrait icon so that it is easier for you guys to see the charging animation what I'm talking about. So currently, as you can see, the charging animation is not being shown in the status bar icon, because we have got that status bar, we have got that flash symbol. Also you can use the tilt symbol, or anything of that. Just if you have enabled any flash, either flash or tilt symbol, then the charging animation won't be shown in the battery icon. But the moment you just disable it, the charging animation will be shown there. And the charging animation will also be shown in the quick setting toggle of the battery tile. Yeah, so that's what we have got. And we have again, you can just quickly see this is the landscape, quick setting tile, circle, similar options. Solid. Okay. Yeah. Then moving on, then we have got the carry label settings. You can tweak the location of the carry label, lock screen status bar, or both. And then if you want to enter some custom text for carrier label, you can do that. Then using this master switch, you can enable or disable the clock entirely. Then if you want the clock seconds to be shown, you can enable that. You can configure the alignment of the clock, right, center, or left, AM PM style. If you want that to be shown, you can enable that. Date, uh, again we have got a bunch of font styles here as well, small one, and this is the normal one. Then date styles, normal, lowercase, uppercase, a bunch of options. Then you can configure the position of the date, left of time or right of time, and we have, then you can tweak the date format as well. And we have got a lot of options in here. Still, if you are not satisfied, you can key in a custom Java format. Then we have got the notification settings. Notification count, you can enable or disable that. Force expanded notifications, disable immersive mode messages, no navigation method reminder, power notifications control. If you want to, this is disabled by default. I had enabled it. So if you want to take over the notification control on how your app notifications should behave, again I will just quickly do a uh, show you guys on how you can tweak this. And this is another great addition which Dirty Unicorns have done. They show you this, show you the logo of the ROM in the quick settings panel. Again, these are just really very small tweaks which enrich your overall experience of using the ROM. Yeah, so just um, now let's consider if I want to configure the notifications of AZ screen recorder. Then first up I will have to disable this automatic option, and then I can configure the notification level. Never show, allow, peaking. You can tweak from all the options in here, and then you can also override the do not disturb switch. Yeah, I will just go back to the automatic mode. uh, Moving on, I'll go back to dirty tweaks. Okay, sorry. So yeah, so we were in the, I think we were in the, we were in the notification section. Then we have got the three breathing notifications: missed call, voicemail, and SMS. Then we have got the quick settings. You can enable or disable the brightness slider, brightness icon, and then we have got the quick pull down in as well. Weather settings, you can enable or disable the weather as per your choice. It is disabled by default. And then you can configure the update interval. Uh, Weather provider, we have got two options: open weather map, which was this is a weather provider by Mocky ROM, and or you can also use the Yahoo weather provider. Then metric unit, degree Celsius or degree Fahrenheit. And then if you want to use a custom location, you can do that. Another thing which you might want to note here is that if you don't use a custom location, then you will have to set the location to high accuracy. We have got three location modes by default: battery saving, device, and high accuracy. If you choose either of the first two, that is battery saving or device only mode, then you won't the weather provider won't be able to detect your location automatically, and the weather won't be shown. And yeah, the weather tile does work, and once you single tap on it, you can see the weather forecast for the next few days as well. And if you refresh it, you can also refresh that. Yeah, so that's what we have got in the weather settings, and both open weather map as well as Yahoo weather provider work. Then you can configure the condition pack, and we have got only one option here, which is the default one. And then we have got the extended status bar icons. These are the icons which we are talking about in here. You can hide the settings shortcut, edit shortcut, multi-user, expand indicator. I have it hidden all of them, and you can see none of them. I will enable all of them now. Yeah, moving on. Then you can even have a custom header image. We have got two options in here: dynamic header image. These are like time contextual headers which change throughout the day. And then we have got static header images, which so these header images remain constant throughout the day. So you can, again, we have got only one option in here, which is of the default header image pack. And because Dirty Unicorns supports Substratum, you can head over to the Google Play Store and download there are a lot of options available out there for downloading various header packs from the Google Play Store, which supports Substratum. So just download that, and then you will be able to set custom header images of your choice. Then you can configure the shadow header image, and uh, just as I told you, we have got different header images for different times of the day. So these are the header images which we have under the default pack. And well, there is no other options except the default pack. And if you want to set a static header image, all you need to do is just scroll down, select the header image of your choice. Say I will just select the sunset one, and just simply long tap on that header image, and it will be set up as the custom header image. Then we have got the status bar items. You can enable or disable the DU logo, show 4G instead of LTE, show the Bluetooth status of show the battery status of the connected Bluetooth device, hide the Wi-Fi and the data activity arrows. Then you can configure then we have got that brightness control, uh, slide across the across the okay, slide across the status bar, when you long press, and then just slide across the status bar to tweak your battery level. Then we have got auto rotate screen, headset icon. You can enable or disable the various icons in the status bar. I'll just decrease the brightness level a bit. Okay. Then you have got the ticker. You can enable the notification ticker as well as the music ticker. Then four sets up for dialer. Again, the description clearly states what this feature is all about. Traffic indicators. You can either enable the outgoing traffic, incoming, or both the data traffic indicators. Display unit, you can configure that. Update interval, auto hide the network traffic indicators when there is no data exchange going on. And if you only want to hide the arrows, then you can do that. And when you enable auto hide, you will also be able to tweak the inactivity threshold. So say when the data rate speed is below 30 kbs per second, the network traffic indicators will be hidden automatically. Buttons, you can these are basically the volume rocker key settings. First up, so you can enable the do not disturb switch in the volume dialog box if you want to. Sorry, I guess I pressed the volume keys. I pressed the power key instead of the volume key. Okay, so if you want the do not disturb switch to be shown in the volume dialog box, then you can enable or disable this option. Then volume keys control the media volume instead of the notification volume. Reorient the volume keys when the device is rotated. Volume rocker keys can be used to awake the device. Playback control. Then you can disable the hardware keys, if you don't want to use them. You can configure the backlight timeout, single tap, double tap, and the long press actions for all the three keys. And very quickly, this is although we'll be covering this later on, but still I will let you guys have a quick look. You can either choose from default settings, select a custom action, or you can as well as launch an application. Under custom actions, you have got a bunch of options in here. Well, one-handed mode is present in there as well. uh, then also you can also launch an application if you want to. And if you use tasker, then you can also instead of selecting a custom app, you can directly go ahead and select a tasker task which will uh, uh, execute that task when you single double tap, long tap, or single tap on that hardware key. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. What we have got in the button section. Then moving over to the navigation bar. So you can enable or disable the navigation bar, and we have got two types of navigation bar, and these features are the flagship features uh, of Dirty Unicorns, and they have been developed by the Dirty Unicorns developers as well. Smartbar Fling and Pulse. Overall, together we call this as the Dirty Unicorns interface, the DUI package. And the popularity of these features is so great that almost all of the rooms out there have included this feature. So these three features are in great demand out there. So yeah, uh, this feature was originally conceived by Dirty Unicorns, so credits to them for doing that. So first up, we have got the smart bar settings. If you so what smart bar allows you to do is it will allow you to get more out of your navigation bar buttons. So if you want to start editing your navigation bar buttons, you can toggle on this button editor, and then from here in, you will be able to adjust the actions of the current navigation bar buttons. Double tap, long press, and for the recent key, it is sorry, for the recent key, it is you can configure the single tap, double tap, as well as the long press action. And for the home key, you can again configure only the double tap as well as the long press actions. um, and for the options which you have, select custom action or select application, we have already covered these earlier up in the hardware key section. um, and then you can also configure how the icon should look like. You can configure, you can select a custom icon from a gallery, or from, you can even pick an icon from an icon pack which you have installed. So again, dirty icons, again, this is a great ROM out there. This is one of the great navigation bar editors. In fact, AOSP Nougat has a hidden navigation bar editor, and Smartbar, it's an advanced layout, or what I will call that as. In fact, you can also tweak the position of the you can tweak the position of the navigation bar keys. So as I just showed you, you can configure the sorry, I'll head over to the smart bar settings. And every time you begin to edit the smart bar, you will have to toggle on this the editor, and then you will be able to even adjust the placement of the navigation bar buttons. So again, as I said, this is an advanced layout of the stock navigation bar editor, which you might have uh, seen in other ROMs out there, or in if you would have used the Nougat developer preview. That's when you might have seen this the stock Nougat, the navigation bar editor in stock Nougat. Okay, so you can also add a new navigation bar button. And okay, sorry, I'll just go ahead and click on add, and there we go, we have got a new navigation bar. And you can again configure its single tap, double tap, and the long press actions. You can configure its icon, remove this icon, or simply, you can configure all its aspects. So basically, you can not just, you don't need to have only three, you can have five, six navigation bar buttons. you know our, that's completely your choice, how many navigation bar buttons you want to have. And then you can configure all their appearance, actions, double tap, single tap, long press actions, everything. So again, this is a great feature which we have in there. And you can also and if you want to just stop this navigation bar editor, all you need to do is just tap on that cross option. And if you want to save your current smart bar settings, you can also save them. Give this a name, maybe ABCD, and then just simply tap on save. And the next time you want to restore them, you can load your current smart bar profile. Okay, and if you want to go back to the stock settings anytime, you can just simply do that and tap on yes. Okay, you can also configure the context buttons layout position, right or left, and then the input method and the media actions. If you want the input arrows to be shown when you are typing using your keyboard, if you want the keyboard arrows to be shown, the input and the media arrows, you can configure all that. Then button touch animation, if you want to have that ripple animation, this is the ripple animation. Then we have got the spring animation, this is the spring animation. And again, this is the keyboard, oh sorry, this is the flip animation. There we go. And if you want to enable the pixel animation for all the buttons, home buttons only, or if you want to enable both the pixel animation for only the home button, or and the ripple effect, you can enable this option. And this is the pixel animation, you can see that. Yeah, so a lot of options in Smartbar. Moving on to Fling, you know, this is more about the gestures. You can first update that note, back and home are required to be set all the times. To change a back or home assignment, set the desired assignment first. And similarly, that was the case with the smart bar as well. Since we couldn't, the reason why we couldn't tweak the single tap action for the back key as well as the home key was that we have to assert the back as well as the home key functions to a particular navigation bar, to another navigation bar button. Only then we would have been able to add on, customize those single tap actions of the back and the home key. Okay, so basically from in here you can configure, as I told you, this the Fling is more about gestures. So you can, again, we have got similar options: select a custom action, default settings, or select an application. So what will a right short swipe do? What will, you can configure the right short swipe, long swipe, swipe up on both the left as well as on the right side. Then we have got single tap, double tap, and the long press actions on both the sides. Then if you want to show or hide the Fling logo, you can do that. Animate the logo, custom logo icon, custom logo image, reset the logo icon, ripple effects. You can configure that: ripple color, gesture trails, trail color, trail width, long press delay. And you can also use the portrait swipe ups, left swipe. You can configure all those percentages. Yeah, so basically, what percentage area counts as a right swipe, left swipe, vertical swipe up. So these are basically the thresholds which you can customize. And we have got a nice color picker in the room. You can customize, you can select from various shades from this color palette on the right edge. And then if you want to further customize the shade, you can tap on different regions in here. And if you want, you can also enter custom hex color code. So a lot of options in here. And then you can configure the height of the navigation bar in the portrait and the landscape mode. uh, Okay, and pulse are basically, these are those graphical lines which will be. I will switch over back to Smartbar because personally that's what I prefer. Okay, yeah. So pulse is basically, these are the beautiful graphical lines which will be shown down below in the navigation bar when some kind of audio is being played, even when you are listening, even when you are watching a video. Then also. Pulse will be shown. I will just quickly do pause this video and pick a soundtrack which I want to show you guys the how pulse works. So I'll just pause this video for a while. Well, okay, so I picked a music track. This is Beyond Samsung, and there we go. Let's decrease the volume a bit. And you can see all those solid graphical lines coming into the act. And you can configure the pulse color render mode. You can either choose from fading blocks. You can see that each block is further subdivided into different, there are those each okay, so how should I put this way? Okay, so each graphical line which you see in here, each navigation bar block, it is made up of each pulse graphical line, it is made up of smaller blocks. So this is the fading blocks mode. And then I'll personally prefer to have the solid ones. Then you can configure the pulse color. If you want to set that as red, or any color of your choice, you can configure that. Then turn on the lava lamp. So this makes pulse animate in a smooth way. And then if you want to have the smart bar buttons opacity on pulse, you can configure the opacity as per your choice. You can see that. Then you can also configure the solid lines opacity. Okay, well, there we go. Then you can configure the count of the solid lines. The more the count, the thinner will be the graphical lines, and the smaller count, uh, the width of the graphical lines will increase that way. Then sanity level, this is the least one. So I will say that the pulse is less aggressive, and when you just increase it, you can see that the graphical lines, they change more frequently then. And the lava lamp animation speed, you can. So I hope that you were able to get an idea of what those settings were all about. And then you can configure the bar width, the bar spacing, the block size, block spacing, sanity level. Okay, yeah, so that's what pulse is all about. and this is the flagship feature of Dirty Unicorns. And then for multitasking, you can enable or disable heads up. You can configure the peaking timeout, and then we have got the Omni switch recents. And for the stock recents customizations, you can enable or disable the memory bar. And then we have got the clear all button, and we have got the 6 location pack to configure the location of the clear all button. And then if you want to use those Omni recents alternatively, you can enable this option. You can see the clear all button as well as the memory bar, and both the okay. So I just thought that maybe the clear all button wouldn't be in place there. Okay, so yeah. And then if you want to lock any app into memory, you can also have that feature. This is similar to what we had seen in Mocky ROM last year. I will be reviewing Mocky ROM soon as well. So if you want to lock an app into memory, then you can simply just tap in this option, and that app will be locked from the memory. And if you want to, you wouldn't be able to simply swipe it away from the memory. Okay. And lastly, we will now just quickly go through all the other settings which we have. Now we have the display settings. Brightness level, adaptive brightness, night light is present in here as well. You can configure the sleep timeout. Maximum limit is 30 minutes, minimum is 15 seconds. Screensaver, yeah, nothing new in there. LED lights, you can configure the battery charging LED and the notification lights. And then you can have custom values, always on. And then you can also configure the color, lights with screen on, lights and do not disturb mode, custom values if you want to have them. uh, then we have got the cast settings, wake on plug, bunch of options for ambient display, those options. So you can enable or disable ambient display automatically. I think we actually had that ambient display settings back in, yeah, we had actually seen the same settings in the device extras as well. So it looks like they have enabled both the settings. Uh, Anyways, I think they have enabled the same setting in both the locations, or maybe it's this is just for customizing the other aspects. But anyway, then you can configure the ambient brightness and the ambient auto brightness, auto rotation, and then we have got the dashboard screen settings. And then we have got a bunch of options for the screen density, font size, display size. And then you can customize the smallest width attribute to customize uh, the LCD density, the DPI of your device. Then we have got volume steps in here, and again the maximum limit is 60 and the minimum is 5. And you can configure the alarm, DMTF, music, notification, ringer system, and the voice calls. Then we have got less frequent notification sounds. You can use the default behavior, or postpone them for 5 minutes. That is the maximum limit. um, Other sounds, we have got dial pad tone, screenshot sounds, screen locking sounds, volume adjustment sounds, touch sounds, vibrate on tap. And for you can also configure the charging sounds when the charger is connected only, or when it is disconnected as well. Vibration, custom notification sound, you can tweak all that stuff. So bunch of options in here. Then we have got battery settings. Since okay, so Okay, so the battery saver option is present under the three dotted menu, and you can enable the battery saver manually when your device is not charging. And you also have an option to enable the battery saver automatically. So when your battery percentage drops down to 35%, that is the maximum limit at which you can enable the battery saver to kick in automatically. And apart from that, we have got the basic battery optimization and usage alerts option. Then moving down, we have got the gestures option. So we have got the jump to camera, double tap to sleep on the double on the status bar, and double tap to sleep on the lock screen. Then under users, this is one thing which I always make sure I mention in all my Nougat ROM reviews, is that make sure you enter this emergency information. No matter which Nougat ROM you are using, you will find this emergency information section on in all the Nougat ROMs out there. So from in here you can enter your blood type, allergies, medications, or organ donor if you have any medical notes. So god forbid if you ever run into any mishap, then if someone tries to contact your loved ones, then they will be able to make use of this emergency information to notify them. And this emergency information can be even viewed on a secure lock screen. So quickly I'll just give you a demo of that as well, and along with that we will also check out the security section. I think it was down below. Yeah. So yeah, we have got a couple of security screen types: swipe, pattern, pin, or password lock, and we have got a 3 by 3 grid for a pattern lock. There are no customized sizes there, and there we go. Okay, so I will just go out there, and I will just simply enter my name. Let's quickly put it as owner. I will switch off the device, and when I switch it back on, there you can see that emergency information section, and emergency information, and there you can see owner. And then if you have entered any other aspects out there of your medical notes, allergies, etc., the contact numbers of your loved ones, all that will be viewable even on a secure lock screen. Okay, so just make sure that you enter this information. It's always greater to be on the safe side. Then again, we have got the ambient display settings here. So there are 3 locations which trigger ambient display. uh, then security settings. So from in here you can make the pattern visible, automatically lock after how much time or immediately, then power button locks instantly, lock screen message. You can configure all that stuff. Uh, and we also, unknown sources is not checked in by default, so make sure you check that in if you plan to sideload any apps. App ops is there. I have made a separate tutorial on app ops. I will be having a link down to that below in the description box, so in case you want to know on how to use app ops in great detail, refer to that tutorial. Then in the end we have got the developer options. So the picture color mode, use sRGB, this option is present in here. Android debugging is checked in by default. It's great to see that. Mock location app, you can set that if you want to spoof your location. Then force authorize every theme app. If you are using a beta build of Substratum, make sure you enable this option. Then we have got a bunch of Wi-Fi settings. Then there are these animation settings, and have already seen the that the you can customize the LCD density under the, I think it was under the display settings if I'm not wrong, right? uh, then you can force allow apps on your force the applications you have installed to use your external SD card for storing their data. And then if you want the apps to be any app all the apps to be resizable for the split screen mode, you can check in that option. Well, so that's pretty much it for the settings menu. Then we have got the Snapdragon camera. We have got great clock as well. This is not the AOSP based clock. uh, you can set the timer, screen mode. We also have a night mode in here. uh, well, there we go. uh, then settings, you can configure the style, analog or digital, automatic home clock. While traveling in an area where the time is different, add a clock for home. And so, well, yeah, it's great to see in that feature. Then home time zone, week starts on, silence after, snooze length. So you can full screen alarms, so you can flip action, again. So they, these are these small things which actually end up enriching your experience. I have also mentioned that for the DU logo which we saw in the settings menu when we swiped to the right, and we saw that settings menu, that DU logo in the settings menu. So again, these are the small tweaks which actually end up enriching your overall experience of using the ROM. Then we have got the equalizer settings. You can configure the tweak the audio output for speakers, headphones, as well as the Bluetooth headsets. And MI Explorer is not installed by default. I just installed it. FM radio. Then we have also got a gallery application, Omni Switch, phonograph. So well, it you can view your songs as per in your library, or you can even browse manually across the folders in your device. Then under settings, we have got general start page. What should be the start page? Last open songs, albums, artists, playlists. Then appearance, you can have a card style or a flat appearance. Basically the when you will open the phonograph for first time, there will be a great intro which will guide you through through the card layout as well as the flat layout. Then ignore media store covers, auto download the artist list. You can enable or disable media cover art on the lock screen, blur album cover, and then reduce volume on focus loss, gapless playback. Again, this have not this is one of those options which music lovers you know if you are a music lover, you will know the importance of this option and how much you want this option. And then in the end, we have that equalizer option. uh, then you can view your songs as per songs, albums, artists, playlist. They are sorted under all that. And we have got last added, history, my top tracks. Then you can shuffle all, new playlist, sleep timer, equalizers. You can tweak all that stuff. I guess um, yeah. And a couple of small things. So under the settings menu, we have got only one function. We have got only one feature of allowing or disabling the home screen rotation. That will you will be able to access that option only when you have enabled the lock screen the only if you have enabled the rotation of your device. Then you can also look at custom wallpapers. So there are no live wallpapers in the screen, so yeah, you will have to use your custom ones. Widgets, well, these are the ones which we have. Omni jaws, if you want to view the weather, you can just simply drag this weather, and background shadow, service settings, and you can tweak all that stuff. Just tap on OK, and there we have the weather forecast. And another feature is double tap to sleep on the home screen. And when I will open the lock screen now, you will see that okay, I'll just go ahead and disable the secure lock screen quickly because I want you guys to see that feature. You know, okay, so let's go back to the home screen. No lock. Okay, sorry, I at least want to have the swipe lock screen. Okay. um yeah, and I hope you were able to see that there is this animation which the app dock undergoes. It bounces. So there's this animation which the app dock undergoes. That it bounces up and down when you unlock the screen. Actually, I had seen that earlier when I have been using this ROM for quite a while now, and I saw that animation. Maybe because I'm screen recording this ROM review, that's why I'm not able to show it to you guys. But I actually saw some kind of an animation there. When you just swipe up and view the launcher, there is this animation. Okay, I might be wrong though. uh, so I guess we are pretty much done with this video. So yeah, and another thing, I think I had, did I show you guys the, okay, let's check out the quick setting tiles quickly. So these are the quick setting tiles which are enabled by default, and these are the ones which you can add on, and we got a great bunch of options in here. Yeah, so these are the quick setting tiles. You can ignore the mi explorer quick setting tiles because you will get those tiles only when you install mi explorer. um, and I will like to mention a note about the dose notifications. I have been actually, I tried using this quick setting tiles, but I can't actually make out what this quick setting tiles is for, whether it is for delivering notification when your device gets into dose, or that I'm actually not able to make that out, because I disconnected my phone from charger, and I just let my phone stay idle for about an hour. In fact, I waited for about 2 hours, and still I didn't get any those notifications. So I can't actually tell you what this those notifications quick setting tile is for. But yeah, I haven't got any clue about that. If you have a clue about that, then please do um, please do put that down in the comment section about on what this quick setting toggle is for. Yeah, apart from that, I think I haven't missed out anything at all. So yeah, in case you like the video, hit that like button, and in case you want to get a notification whenever we upload our future videos through this channel, then do subscribe to us as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day, take care, and we will catch you guys in the next one.